So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Minh Anh and I come from Go 6. Today, I and my teammate are really happy to be here to have a chance to talk about some characteristic of literature during the Middle English period, illustrated by drama. I hope that after this presentation, you can gain some new knowledge about English literature and also drama during this period. And the presentation will be divided into three main parts. In the first part, I am Minh Anh and I will give you the overview of Middle English period, the definition of drama, and the preconditions that introduce drama to England. In the second part, Oanh and Anh will respectively deliver to you the information about the features of drama, which enlight the characteristic of Middle English literature. And in the third part, Thương will talk about some considerable roles of Middle English literature. And overall, the presentation will be last for about 15 minutes. So if you have any questions, please save them until the end of the presentation, and we are always available and willing to give you the answer as best as possible. So let's get started. The overview of Middle English period. Middle English period is also called Middle English period, and it lasts for about 400 years from 1066 to 4085. And about the definition of drama. Drama is a kind of fiction story, and it's usually told on the stage with the participant of several actors, as you can see on the screen here. And now I will talk about the preconditions that introduce drama to England. And here I will answer two main questions. First, who introduced drama to England? And the second one, why drama could be accepted and spreaded in Britain. So, do you know who introduced drama to England? Well, actually, it is the Roman. The Roman introduced drama to England during the medieval period, and drama were used as a tool for the Roman to spread their cultural and civilizations to Britain. So, why drama can be accepted and spreaded in Britain? The decisive reason I want to tell you here is that the initial form of drama was spreaded by word of mouth in churches in order to simplify the understanding of religious doctrine for the common man. In another word, drama can make it simple for the ordinary people to understand the moral lessons from the churches. And you know, during this period, churches took a really important role. They control every aspect of life, such as education and politics. And so that's why drama could be spread across Britain at a really fast pace. And according to a book named Modern English Drama, it was said that drama and religion came to connect with each other as a matter of natural choice. So how could this above history affect the characteristic of drama and also English literature? So let's move to part 2, and we will welcome Oanh on the stage right now.
Thanks, Minh, for your introduction. Hi, everybody. I'm Kim Oanh, and now I and my friend Minh will show you all of the medieval literature's characteristics displayed in the medieval drama. There are 4 typical features, namely religion, word of mouth, no autumn names, and chivalry. That means the spirit of an ideal knight. I will display 2 first characteristics. First of all, religion was the main matter in the Middle English literatures. The question here is why religion was an important element of literature in the medieval age. Because the monks who delivered religion to ordinary people were recognized to have the highest level of knowledge. They created and thoroughly controlled the medieval university system. They were also the most powerful class in the medieval society. Therefore, religion became the main topic in the Middle English literature. Take drama as an example. It's focused on the delivery of the Bible stories. Let's look at the screen and watch one of the most famous medieval play, The Fall of the Lucifer.
And peerless and prince of pride.
Stop! What a fray do you make here? I made the angel and bearer of light!
In heaven have I set myself, full seemly to sight, to receive my reverence through right of you all. I shall be like unto you, that is highest on high. Oh, how unworthy and wise. Ouch! Juice! All goes down! Help! 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 I'm held down all back! Never was space here so speedily sped! Out! Wrapped am I by rue now!
As you can see in the video, the main characters of the medieval drama are God, angels, and Lucifer, an angel who became greedy and wanted to replace the God. They are all the characters of the Bible. The play showed that the God has supreme power. God is the only one who can defeat Lucifer. It also told people to obey God. If not, they will be given to hell. Another important characteristic of Middle English literature is oral quality. Most of the Middle English literature was meant to be listened rather than read. Most of the Bible were written in Latin, but common people couldn't read. That's why the monks tried to find out some new methods of teachings and spreading their teachings of the Bible to common people. For this purpose, they developed a new method where the story of the God were explained through the living pictures and song. Let's take a look at the screen. This is a play of the Middle English drama. This is a typical demonstration of the applying music and pictures in the medieval. I just presented two features of Middle English literature that were displayed in the Middle English drama. And now, my friend, Minh Anh will show you other traits. Please welcome her.
So thank you for your introduction. So far, Oanh has introduced you to first features of Middle English literature. And now Minh Anh will show you the rest. So let's continue with the third trait, that is nameless. And in other words, most of writers' names are not mentioned in the works. So the question here is what caused this trait? The main reason is that literature material was owned by the public or exactly by the churches. So it is true that the church had a huge impact on medieval literature, and religion is the main topic of this period because the works relating to religion belonged to the church. So writers did not sign their works. Therefore, we cannot find any names of the writers on most literature works in this period, and drama is the clearest evidence. So now let's see some famous drama books in which the names of the writers still remain a mystery. The first picture, as you can see here, is the play named The Interlude of the Student and the Girl. It is one of the earliest English plays first performed in the 13th century. And the second one is The Bride of Life. Minh Anh, please move to the next slide. And that is the first morality play written in English. And the last one, Callisto and Melibea. It is an English comedic play. And now we will move to the last feature, that is chivalry. So what is chivalry? In the Middle Age, chivalry was nice. And chivalry was displayed clearly in medieval morality plays. Morality plays tell stories of symbolic characters to teach the audience some moral lessons, and these moral lessons show bravery and honor. And an example of chivalry in morality drama is a famous play called Wisdom. It is about an adventure of two people, Chris and Lucifer. They represent for good, and they have to battle over the Son of Man, which represents evil. And finally, Chris and Lucifer are victorious. And the moral lesson in this play is that the good will always defeat the evil, and it leads people to be brave and honorable to overcome difficulties in life. So Oanh and I have introduced to you 4 main features of Middle English literature, which are religion, oral quality, nameless, and chivalry. So with the features above, what roles the medieval literature play, my friend Thương will show them to you. Let's welcome her.
Thanks, Minh. Now let's move to the last part of our presentation, roles of Middle English literature. With its characteristics mentioned above, Middle English literature plays an important role in medieval life. To medieval people, Middle English literature is the source of entertainment and education. In some medieval dramas, the authors tried to add some entertaining situations which made audiences relax while watching a performance. For example, Noah in Holcomb Bible was performed as a drunken fool, or in the Job play, seeing the soldiers arguing made the audience laugh because of their stupidity. I see that you may feel like, how can people in this period laugh at such characters? It is somehow disrespectful, right? But you know, it was a part of medieval life, drinkers and fools. Another purpose of many medieval dramas in England was education, because it gave people a deep understanding about religion lessons. This is also the main reason why dramas were introduced and developed in the Middle Age. For example, in the Everyman play, when called by death, every man suddenly calls on fellowship, good and strength for help, but they all refuse him. Only knowledge and good deeds remain faithful and lead him to the protection of God. Every man has many important characteristics in his life, but when he has to go to the afterlife, the only things he takes along with are his knowledge and good deeds. The lesson here is when people face to death, only knowledge and good deeds can lead them to heaven. In conclusion, our group presented 3 main points of Middle English literature: overview of Middle English literature and preconditions introducing drama to England, 4 characteristics and 3 roles of Middle English literature. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask us now.
Yes, I got a question for Oanh. Can you tell us the content of a play in the second video, please?
Thanks for your question. But I'm afraid that I can give you the perfect answers right now because the videos is used as a demonstration to the second characteristics of the medieval literatures, the application of pictures and music in the medieval drama. If you're really interested in this play content, I will research about this play later and send you my answer. Thanks for your question again.
Yes, thank you so much.
I have a question from Minh Anh Park.
Yeah, but please turn on your camera. Yeah, I see you right now.
Yeah, so my question is, why was drama you interest? Is what you interest added to simplify the moral lesson from the church, such as the lesson about the variability of knowledge, as we has mentioned?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid that I cannot understand your question. Can you pardon? I beg your pardon? Oh, you mean that you want to like oh, let me.
The drama in interest. What was drama were you interest?
Yeah. Thank you for your question. I think that I can understand it now. You mean that you want to understand the reason why drama was used in churches, right? My answer is drama was used in churches in order to simplify the moral lessons it was used as a tool for the churches to spread the lessons for the common man. You know, the doctrine, the original doctrine is really difficult for the ordinary people to understand, and they use drama to simplify them so that the ordinary people can understand it. For example, about the lessons about knowledge that we had mentioned on the presentation here. You remember the lessons that we had mentioned on the lesson about knowledge and goodness, right? If the churches didn't use some characters like every man or that, they cannot spread or make their audience, their common men, understand the doctrines clearly. Yeah, and that is my answer. Are you satisfied with my answer?
Yes, I got your point. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your questions. Are there any questions for me? Yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask Thương. Yes. Can you name some other dramas related to religion lesson?
Thank you for your question. I think you can read the Castle of Perseverance. It talks about the battle between 7 deadly sins and the bad angel and the good angel, along with the daughters of God, mercy, righteousness, truth, and peace. The play ends with the paean to the mercy of God. The religion lesson here is virtue always wins against evil. Are you pleased with my answer?
Oh yeah, thank you. I get your point. I can try read this. Yes.
So are there any questions for my group? Feel free to ask us.
Yes, I have. I want to ask Minh Anh for the questions. Can you
Yes, I'm
please
here.
again, what is the main factor that causes the change nameless? Because I didn't understand clearly.
Thank you for asking me. Well, I have mentioned that because the main topic of literature in this period is about religion, and all the works relating to religion is owned by the churches, so writers could not sign their works, and this leads to the namelessness of the author in Middle English literature. And that is my answer. Does it satisfy you? Can you hear me? Can you hear my answer?
Yes, I understand it clearly. Thank you.
Thank you again.
So I have a question for the first speaker, Minh Anh.
Yeah, I'm happy that
Okay.
you have a question for me.
In the first part, you said that the Romans spread the drama to England.
Yeah.
Could you make it more clearly? That's why the Roman need to spread the drama to England. Just make it more clearly.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for your questions. As I understand your questions, is you want to like hear some more reasons about the reason why the Romans have to deliver their culture and civilizations to England, right? My answer is it is before the Middle English period, the Roman, before the Middle English period, the Roman invade England with an ambitions that they could turn England into their colony, and influencing culture and civilizations is considered as the most effective way to turn a land into a colony. And you can see this method in Vietnamese War. The French also used this method, like spreading their culture through Vietnam in order to turn Vietnam become one of their colony, right? But fortunately, Vietnam won this war, and Vietnam didn't become French colony. Now Vietnam didn't become don't become the colony of French, but unfortunately, because the Roman spread their culture and civilizations to England still during as I remember, it is during 10th centuries, England was the colony of the Roman. Yep. Is my answer satisfies enough for you? Enough satisfied for you? Yeah.
I got it. Yes, thanks for the very understandable and the vivid example.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So are there any questions for my team? If you don't have any questions, I want to say thank you again for listening to us, for spending time with us, and see you next time.